Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are tackling a massive challenge for any cloud architect, and that is how do you get a handle on all the data constantly flowing out of your network? It can feel a bit chaotic, right? Well, let's dive in and make sense of it. So, let's put you in the driver's seat. You're the senior multi-cloud architect. You're juggling AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. You've got terabytes of data zipping around every single day. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Do you really know where all of it is going? Every last bit? And that right there is the heart of the matter. Think about it like this. Your cloud environments are this sprawling, amazing kingdom. Your sensitive data? That's the crown jewels. And you are the master architect. Your job isn't just to build cool stuff, it's to design an impenetrable fortress that protects the most valuable thing you have. So, here's our blueprint for today. First, we're going to navigate the multi-cloud security maze. Then, we'll open up your architect's toolkit. After that, we'll look at a real-world blueprint, what I'm calling the regional fortress. And we'll wrap it all up with the egress master plan. Okay, first up, the security maze. Before you can build a fortress, you have to understand the terrain. And in the cloud, that terrain is, well, it's basically borderless. It can feel pretty chaotic, and that is a huge security challenge. Let's get one key term straight right away. Data egress. It sounds super technical, I know, but it's actually really simple. It's just any data that's heading for an exit. It's leaving your cozy, controlled cloud and going out to the wild west of the public internet, or maybe even just to another one of your own clouds. So why is this so important? Well, because letting data just wander out the door is a recipe for disaster. I mean, we are talking about the big stuff. Devastating data breaches, massive fines for violating rules like GDPR, cloud bills that spiral completely out of control, and maybe worst of all, losing your company's secret sauce, its intellectual property.
Okay, the problem is clear. The stakes are super high. So what are we going to do about it? Well, as an architect, you've got a seriously powerful toolkit at your disposal. Let's open it up and see the essential tools we need to build our fortress.
It really boils down to a pretty straightforward three-step process. First, you build the walls to defend your perimeter. Those are your firewalls. Second, you make sure all traffic leaves through one heavily guarded gate. That's your egress gateway. And third, you give your guards a crystal clear set of rules to follow, and those are your policies. Now, let's zoom in on the difference between your walls and your gates, because this is really important. Your firewalls are the big stone walls of your fortress. They inspect traffic passing by and block anything that looks sketchy. But the egress gateway, that's your strategic masterpiece. It's the one main gate where you force all outbound traffic to go, giving you this incredible choke point for total control. And here's the final, absolutely crucial piece of the puzzle. You can have the strongest walls and the most controlled gate in the world, but they're useless without a clear rulebook. That's what policies are. They are the exact, precise instructions you give your guards, telling them what's allowed to leave, where it's allowed to go, and under what conditions. All right, theory's over. We've got our tools. Now let's put them to work on a really high-stakes mission that, senior cloud architects have to deal with all the time, enforcing data residency. So imagine this email lands in your inbox from the legal team. It's because of laws like GDPR, and the mission is non-negotiable. Any personal data from EU customers that you collect in your EU cloud region cannot, under any circumstances, leave the geographical borders of the EU, period. So what do? You write the rulebook. As the architect, you configure your gateways and firewalls to follow these policies. So if traffic wants to go to another trusted service inside the EU, okay, we'll allow it, but we're going to monitor it. If it's trying to get to the public internet, we're going to inspect the heck out of it and place heavy restrictions. And if any packet of data tries to go to a region in, say, the US or Asia, blocked. Immediately, automatically, no exceptions. That blueprint really shows you how powerful this approach can be. So let's zoom out one last time and distill all this down into the core principles, the master plan, that you can apply to any multi-cloud environment you're in charge of securing. These 4 principles right here are the foundation of your entire plan. First, centralize your egress. No side doors, no secret tunnels. Funnel everything through controlled gateways. Second, default to deny. That's a guilty until proven innocent mindset for all traffic. Block it all and only allow what's absolutely necessary. Third, inspect everything you do allow. And finally, monitor and alert. You can't secure what you can't see, so keep a very close eye on those exit points. And that really brings us to our final thought. As the architect, building the fortress and writing the rulebook, that's a huge accomplishment. But a true master knows the job is never, ever really done. Securing the exits is step one. The real ongoing challenge is keeping an eye on who's knocking on the door, and more importantly, who's trying to pick the lock.